Hello everybody, welcome. This is a Doodle of Sketching Up, another Doodle. Now, for all you people out there, I want you to grab a tissue because Kyle and Connor are both not here today. And don't worry, you don't need to get earplugs because it's not just me. I'm joined by a friend. Brandon Gill is joining me today.
Hello, everybody.
He is a dear friend of Kyle and I. Dear friend. No, he's like legit. He's a deer. He's a deer.
I'm not. I don't have horns. I don't have hooves.
They don't have horns, though. They have
antlers.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you could still be a deer. He could still be a deer. Jury's
I'm
out.
a
He said he
doe.
doesn't have horns, but he didn't say antlers. Jury's out.
I'm a doe.
You're a doe. You're a female deer.
I'm not a deer. Doe, a deer, a female deer.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. That's why I said.
Yeah.
Boom. We're already synchronized, people. This is great. So there's a couple things we're going to talk about. Now, off air, Brandon and I've been talking to him about Animal Crossing for a while because it's a very relaxing game and he has a Switch. So that should be the perfect combination. But
Bing, bang, boom.
He's still not there. But I sent him something. I sent everybody something this morning about Gary Whitta. I hope I said that right. Whitta. Sounds right? Whitta, Whitta?
Sounds right.
Whitta, Whitta, whatever. Started to do Animal Talking, which is a talk show in Animal Crossing.
I love that name.
Animal Talking? Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, the guy is... I believe it said the writer. I'm going to pull up the article right now so I don't get anything wrong. But I believe it said he is the writer of Rogue One. The Star Wars Rogue One.
Yes. It's funny, I was talking about that with a couple friends too today.
Oh, really?
But continue. Yeah, continue.
Probably just saw the thing I sent you and it clicked the memory or something.
Maybe, man. You know how the universe works in funny ways.
Yeah.
But go ahead, he's the writer.
So, well, I believe he was a writer for Rogue One. I'm going to look up and make, he's the Rogue One co-writer. So what he's doing is he's recording these First of all, the set looks like a legit set. Like it looks like a
he went out and
set.
built a set in Animal Crossing, I guess in his house or in a house. I'm not quite sure how that works.
His house, yeah, you would. I mean, we'll get to that later. But so he built it in the basement of his house. So he extended as far as he can his house into the point where he has a basement. And in the basement of his house, it has lights and cameras, and it has a band. Yes. Has the couch, the desk, the backdrop, the flower,
It's really fucking cool.
It
man.
looks legit. We'll have to post it so you guys can see it. But it looks legit. So he dropped the highlight of the pilot episode recently. It must have been like yesterday because I just ran into this recently.
Good chance.
It's probably like yesterday. But he just released it at some point. So it says he's going to do it on his YouTube channel and on Twitch. So on Twitch, you could probably see it live. And then on YouTube. Actually, you can see it live on YouTube as well, actually, come to think of it.
I guess it depends where he decides to broadcast it.
Well, you could do to both, can't you? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know enough about that.
Actually, you can, but it's going to be up to his discretion. I'm just reminded of work where I'm in charge of broadcasting several things to ESPN, MLB, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure there's a way. It's going to be up to his discretion. I'm sure the link when you post it up will say how to catch it. But who was the guest?
So I'm looking
time?
right now. I'm trying to look at the video. I don't know if it's in the video. I just pulled it up. I clicked pause and it kept playing. And I was like, "What the hell's going on?" So it's a very. This is just a short one. It doesn't say any guests, but he had a female guest on. I know that for a fact when I watched it. So the female guest, so he has actual celebrities coming onto this talk show. There's the couch is there and everything. They sit on the couch and they go back and forth, and they even do the emotions, the emotes that the characters have.
Yes.
And it's nuts that it was really, it's a brilliant idea. First of all, brilliant idea.
I'm gonna assume that it's celebrities who play Animal Crossing as well.
I mean, I would assume you'd have to be, unless they're breaking
right,
the law.
To have like an imposter, sit in with an avatar or some sort, which is really interesting then, because I live on Reddit, and there was a post recently on Reddit of somebody who had a surplus of something on their farm on Twitter.
Yep.
And was selling them at a good price.
I could tell you exactly what it was. Go ahead. Let me tell you what it was, and you can continue your story, all right? So this person on Twitter wrote out their turnip prices. So the turnips,
that's what it was.
So the turnip prices, they fluctuate. So you buy them for a certain price, and then you want to sell them at a higher price, and the prices fluctuate throughout the week.
Right.
So their turnip price was very high, and now you can continue.
So I guess the turnip price was an ideal one, and somebody DM'd the seller on Twitter, and it turned out to be Elijah Wood. And Elijah Wood rolls up to, his island, and everybody's freaking out. Oh my God, it's Elijah Wood! And,
yeah, the reply to it was like, yes, you can come to my island. why does he even have to ask? He should just be like, yeah, I'm coming to your island.
How cool of an interaction!
It's amazing. See, but now I've been trying to sell this game to you for a while, because I just it's a great way to hang out without being able to hang out. But this is the kind of stuff that can happen on this game. Yeah, a lot of celebrities do this. Work can come to your island.
Yes.
First of all, if he was dressed as Wirt, I would have lost my shit. From over the garden wall, I would have lost my shit. That would have been amazing. Could you imagine? Because you can. I've seen people on Reddit that have his outfit, Wirt's outfit in Animal Crossing.
Yeah. It's. I'm not. It's not that. It's just one of those games that's not for me.
You think that. I thought the same thing. I got it because so many people told me to do it. I've never been an Animal Crossing fan, and I got it, and I'm telling you, it is so relaxing. It's unbelievably relaxing.
I bet. There was an old friend of mine told me to give Minecraft a shot, and I've been playing Minecraft with her for a month and a half now, almost this whole quarantine, and just building a house, and I get it. But my issue is I have a slew of video games that I want to catch up on. I finally accomplished the goal of maxing out the game timer in Monster Hunter Iceborne. So that's 999 hours with 999 minutes.
All that time could have
absolute insanity.
Being Animal Crossing, but go ahead.
I know. And I beat and I've been just catching up. I beat Sekiro. I beat 4 Mega Man games. And I was able to move on to my PlayStation. And the most recent one I beat is Spider-Man, actually.
And I'm actually right there with you, because I beat Spider-Man when it first came out. All right, I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. I love the movies, everything. And I bought it the day it came out. And I beat it maybe 4 days later, because I played it 24/7 for 4 days. First of all, I think we've talked about it a little bit. This is how long Spider-Man's been out. I talked about Spider-Man. I was on a podcast promoting for people that don't know, our old show off stage on a podcast, and we talked about Spider-Man. That's how long Spider-Man's been out, first of all.
I think it's 4 years. It came out 2016, I think. I remember the credits correctly.
It's 2018. 2018.
No.
I'd have to say it was 2018. I was definitely in Massachusetts
No,
at the time.
No. Because I know for a fact God of War came out 2018.
So how much are you going to bet on
Pretty sure.
on 2016? He said pretty sure.
No, come on. You know I hate these things.
How much are you going to bet on it?
A nickel.
A nickel? Well, you owe me one nickel because it's September 7th, 2018 it came out.
Damn it.
Dude, that game
All
was my
right.
life. You're going to go against me on when it came out?
You're right.
I bought it the day it came out. I pre-ordered that
I was
thing.
foolish.
But I'm with you on, because you just beat it, I'm with you on it because my PlayStation recently, and I've said this in a previous podcast, has pooped the bed and has lost everything. So the only thing that really matters to me on my PlayStation, though, because the PlayStation I have for the show, I play Madden on it, but I have it for the show. I really don't do anything else on it. So I really didn't care that I lost a lot of stuff on it. But the thing I did care about is I lost
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, I lost. I 100%ed the game, the DLCs,
the other thing.
all the way down
You're a
to getting
madman
all the
like
newspapers. I got all the newspapers.
You're a madman like that. You play a game and you 100%.
Like you can't even
Then again,
see them. You can't even really see the newspapers. No one even cares about them. But that's how much I wanted to 100% the game.
Yep. And I gotta say, man, as an individual story, they killed it.
Oh,
man.
it's great. I would say
They
this.
killed
That
it.
game would be the most perfect game to ever come out if you didn't have to do the MJ missions. And the pigeons.
I disagree with you.
You like those missions?
I disagree with you. Not so much that I like those missions. To me personally, the story was great. The motion capture was wonderful.
Oh, it's out of this world.
The storytelling, the way that they tell the story is wonderful. The side missions, yes, they're side missions, but they're still so cool.
Yeah,
Like,
they're great.
Don't forget, you're the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Of course you gotta go out.
The only side
pigeon.
mission. Sorry to interrupt. The only side mission that I could not stand were the pigeons.
But of course you're gonna go get this man's pigeons.
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah,
Spider-Man. It's been a running joke in Spider-Man video games that you go and get this boy's balloon.
Yeah. From the Remy ones.
From the old.
Yeah.
Like.
right.
That's who Spider-Man is. But the thing that kills me about Spider-Man is the mechanics of the game. There is no way you're gonna tell me that mechanically it's a sound game.
I don't mind the mechanics.
It's janky as all hell, dude. There could be a railing 5 feet in front of you and you have to press R2 to hop on the railing. Well, Spider-Man jumped, so now you're in the air and you're still pressing R2, so that's the same button to swing. Now you're swinging. You're 5 buildings down now. You've been caught by the security.
I don't
area,
know what you're pressing over here, but it's L2 and R2 to do that.
Right.
L2 and R2. No. To hop
zip.
to the next one that's right there, it's L2 and R2.
Every time I press L2 and R2 together, it's to zip.
Well, that's because it's probably further out of the way than you think.
But this is what I mean in the fact that it's janky. So which button is it? Am I supposed to free run to it, or am I supposed to zip line to it?
So I have a question. Then would you rather them have less mechanics to accommodate you don't mix up things like that?
I'm sorry, I was waiting for more to the question. No, I just it sucks because there's so much polish that went into the setting of the game. My God, dude, I never played a game where I would get to an intersection and I knew exactly where I was.
Oh,
not because
the layout
not because
of New York
I memorized. Not because I memorized the map, but because it's such a one-to-one representation of New York.
Yeah.
Now, for those that don't know, I am born and bred in New York
For
City.
those that don't know, it's going to probably be most of the people.
Well, yes. So, born and bred in New York City, I know the city like the back of my hand.
Same building as Spider-Man.
It's so cool to... I'm swinging by Washington Square Park and, oh my God, the Sanctum Sanctorum, where it's actually supposed to be. Okay, so if this is Washington Square Park and I make a left and I make a right, I should be at, oh my God, it's Union Square. Okay, so this is Union Square. If I go, it's a 1-to-1 representation. So it's just, it hurts me a little bit.
So what you're saying is you're trying to nitpick something to find something.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm being very critical of it because everything about the game is so amazing, but then mechanically I grab it and it's annoying, it's frustrating, and it's not something that I can ignore because in playing the game I have to deal with the mechanics.
It's funny, there's only one time the mechanic really I don't ever have a problem with what you're talking about. I'm just saying I never really have a problem with it. But the thing there is one mechanic I always have a problem with, and that's when I'm trying to zip to something and it doesn't register. And then it becomes it becomes crazy because you're trying to go back, but he's swinging forward and the camera's going everywhere. That one I will say, that one gets me. But the rest of it I don't really have a problem with.
How about I press the dodge button when the spider sense shows up.
Mm-hmm.
But for some odd reason, the dude is stepping 3 city blocks. So even after I dodge it and press the dodge button, his fist hones in on my face and whacks me upside the head.
Honestly,
that's
another one. If I dodge something I've never had where they still hit me.
I have it all the time.
Maybe you should work on dodging then. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Maybe it is a me thing. I don't, but that was...
He's just having that realization. He's like, uh-oh, maybe it's just me.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
No, it's probably multiple people.
That's my one and only complaint about the game.
What level do you play on? If you don't mind me exposing.
They do it by, how'd they do it? They do it by
well, you could just say it like
Spider-Man names.
You could just say it by whatever it would be. Like you could say hard or medium.
I did it on hard mode.
Okay.
I play my games on hard usually.
Well, if it's a game I know I'm gonna really enjoy and I know I'm gonna put the time in to learn how to play, I'll play on hard. Absolutely.
Likewise. Like right now I'm playing Resident Evil 3 and I started off on hard mode because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I just tend to play my action games or my games period on hard.
I will say I do know people that played it on lower levels, sometimes even easy, because they just wanted to enjoy the game. They just wanted to enjoy the story and stuff. I understand that,
there's
but
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
You want to know, actually, forget your points. You want to know the worst part of Spider-Man? You want to know the worst part of Spider-Man?
What's the worst part of Spider-Man?
When they have the amazing, amazing cutscenes, and then in the middle of it, you have to hit X. And you're just so into the scene. You're just into the scene. And then out of nowhere, it says hit X. You're like, where's my controller?
The quick time events.
Yes,
right.
That is the worst part because you're like you miss out on hitting the button because you don't even have the controller. You're like, dude, this is crazy. What? This is crazy.
This is a testament to how different we are. I'm used to quick time events. God of War.
I'm not saying
Resident Evil 5.
I'm not saying you're used to it or not. I'm saying they made the scene so damn good that you're watching it like a movie, and then they're like, you have to hit X, and it's like. No! I was crying!
Panic!
What is happening?
Yes.
The last scene of Spider-Man.
Spoiler warning.
I didn't say it. I just said woof.
I'm saying it. Actually, no, I don't have to say it.
You could say it, yeah. Spoiler. You stay
spoiler
here, you're going to get spoiled.
Spoiler alert.
It's on them.
Fast forward. I really want to see how Venom gets done in the next Spider-Man.
In the next movie?
I'm really excited for that.
Or the next game?
The next game.
Yeah. Well,
I really want to see Venom.
Is it going to be Venom or is it going to be Green Goblin? I know everything points to it, but everything
points to Venom.
Yes, everything points to it, but it's it's the Osborns. You know,
So
they had the grenades
there's-
on the table.
for for Osborn Senior. I think Osborn Senior is gonna be Green Goblin. I think he's
so
gonna
too,
become his father is gonna become so racked with guilt that he again continues the experiments and ends up hurting his body and becoming Green Goblin.
Okay. That was my biggest thing. Is it gonna be like? Is it gonna be? I don't know. All of everything points to Venom.
Yes.
All of everything points to
That's
Venom.
the symbiote in the tank.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everything points to it.
That's
but
how much more
man,
Venom could you get than that? You know.
But if you do, I don't know if you noticed when you go into his loft, the grenades are on the table. Yeah.
Oh, I caught that right away.
Oh yeah, me too.
They're like, oh, what are these?
I caught
Mary
all
Jane,
those.
you know, oh, what are these? What are these? Personal hand grenades. And I'm like,
I
oh,
don't
they
even
just
think-
need to be orange.
I don't even think she even points them out. She's on the table doing stuff, and they're sitting by the edge
You
of
do.
the thing.
You could.
Oh, you could?
You could.
Oh,
it's like a quick little 2-3 lines.
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Oh,
yeah.
do you want the big Marvel thing we went over on Saturday?
What Marhua, huh? Tell me.
So we were talking about, you saw Far From Home, I'd assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I loved that movie. I don't know your opinion on it. I absolutely loved it.
I love Tom
Holland?
Holland's Spider-Man. I love the way he does Spider-Man.
I thought Jake Gyllenhaal did a great Mysterio.
Yes,
I thought he
but
did really good.
Jake Gyllenhaal blows me away with his roles and his acting prowess.
Yeah.
I think he's a really, really good actor. He's up there on my list.
Yeah, he's better than people give him credit for. I really like the movie a lot. We talked about last week, because I was watching something. I don't even remember what it was, and it just looked so terrible, even though at the time it looked amazing. And I was like, do you think, like, if you watch Far From Home, it looks, the CGI looks like real, not like it did
really
in 2000. Good. Like, it looks like it's not CGI. Really good. And we're like, do you think in 10 years, like, it'll be the same thing?
I think being the tech, the wannabe tech guy, I think every few years that technology makes a massive leap or bound, and at the rate we're going, dude, with technology. I mean, look at Half-Life and Half-Life Alyx with the physics system in virtual reality. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. Look at CD Projekt Red. Look at Resident Evil with its motion capture.
Yeah, I mean, even Spider-Man, we were just talking about it.
Yeah, it's beautiful with its motion capture. I think it's going to get to a point where it gets really difficult to make a distinction between the two.
I believe so too.
Yeah,
I believe at some point you're going to be playing a game and you're going to think it's like real.
Yeah, a perfect example is Westworld. There's a scene in Westworld where a car blows up, and if you stay till after the credits, you find out the special effects process of blowing that car up. It was a completely different car in a completely different parking lot with a completely different explosion, yet they were able to splice the two images together. And at the time of watching Westworld and that episode and that big kaboom, I had no idea. So I think we're just about towing that line.
Yeah, I believe so too. And like, I brought up the scene when Mysterio's like, they're in the construction lot and Mysterio's like messing with his head completely, and
yes,
and Iron Man comes out, the zombie Iron Man comes out,
yes,
and that suit looks so unbelievably real. It's crazy. Man. But that's not what we were going to talk about. So what we were going to talk about is, I just don't want to get too far off track. What we're going to talk about was at the end when he gets unmasked, right?
Yes.
So everybody's thinking that Matthew Murdock will be his attorney coming up, and that's how it's going to come in, right? Is that what you'd probably think that, right?
I haven't put any thought into this, so this is a completely new theory to me.
Okay.
But that just gave me goosebumps. That would actually be
the goosebumps might go lower or higher depending on how you feel. I don't think it's going to be that after looking through the upcoming Marvel series. I think it's going to be Jennifer Walters.
Ooh, touche.
She's the She-Hulk.
Yeah.
There's a series coming out on Disney Plus of She-Hulk.
That's the She-Hulk, yeah.
Now, personally, I'd rather it be Matthew Murdock.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
The Netflix series.
Daredevil was so good.
It was. It's a shame that it hasn't come back. It
hasn't
been announced it's
that
coming
you're just going to ignore them like that.
It's a damn
that's
shame.
A shame. And it's funny because I just saw an article about the actress. She has gone without a job, without a role since Daredevil, and she's a magnificent actor. I've been a fan of hers since True Blood. The love interest.
Yeah.
Like she's great. I'm just for the folks at home, I am miserable with names. But I'll remember a face for the rest of my life if all I do is see it once. So it's not that it's that I genuinely don't know her name.
That's probably why she's not getting jobs.
Yeah, no, stop it. Don't say that. She deserves it. She deserves, to be.
Are you talking about the one
acting.
that played Karen or the one that played Elektra?
Karen.
Okay, yeah, that's what. Okay, I just want to be clear. That's who I thought.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear.
Yeah. Like she's like I said, I've been a fan of hers since I first saw her in True Blood.
So
and
I loved the series. I think it was season 2. It took a little dip, but then it came back for season 3. I loved the series, and it sucks because it's not finished. And I thought they did it so well. Like, I've read Daredevil comics, and if you go past the very, very beginning of it's like kind of like Doctor Strange with comics. Like, if you kind of go past, like, you can't read the original ones. I feel like you have to read
they're dated.
You have to read a little bit of the later ones to get to the edgy stuff. And I thought they did it so well. The characters were great. Foggy was great. He was a great character. Like, he was done so well. And it sucks to see that they haven't been given a chance.
I really love how they tackle the moral dilemma of Daredevil, and I love how they brought that to the forefront of the story. Like, it's really, really cool. It's really good stuff to me.
I think people were turned off with Daredevil after the Defenders, because the Defenders. Defenders
wasn't that good.
I am not someone that dislikes a lot of stuff. I didn't love the Defenders. I wouldn't watch it all the time. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was the worst thing ever like everybody else does. I am not saying I thought it was amazing, but it was rough. It was rough, but it took the story and continued it.
Right.
It didn't do a great job.
Which is cool. In and of itself, that's a cool feat.
But the thing is, this is the thing with people that like superheroes and superhero movies and stuff like that, and people that
they get very polarized.
Well, if you pay attention, I know you do. I'm talking like you, as in.
Yeah. Continue.
So, if you like Spider-Man, for example, and let's say Spider-Man didn't get canceled every series he did. You got the Remy ones and you got the Garfield ones.
Yes.
Let's say it continued. There are going to be, even the Remy ones, there are going to be bad movies. There are going to be bad. That's how it works, because what happens is, like, I have a better example. Forget the Spider-Man example. Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is a great example. A lot of people love Kick-Ass. A lot of people hate Kick-Ass. To me, Kick-Ass was cool, but I didn't fall in love with it. You know why? Have you ever read Kick-Ass?
No, I haven't.
The movie is word for word the comic book. Word for
Wow.
word. There's a couple of things in the comic that are a lot different because they wouldn't be able to show it. But it's...
I loved the movies. I loved Kick-Ass.
I love the character. I like Kick-Ass 2 a lot. I think they again, Kick-Ass 2 is, again, almost word for word the same. But I think they expanded a little better than they did in the first. The first one, I'm not kidding. It's scene for scene, word for word, the same exact thing. You're going to have to read it. It's scene for scene. It's word. Yeah. Actually, you're definitely going to have to read it. You know why? Because there's a part 3 that they never made a movie of.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I got to read it.
Yeah. There's a part 3. Read it from the beginning. It's really good. It's really well done. But like you'll see, you'll read it and you'll be like, wow, they really did not have any imagination, did they?
It's funny. I'm reading Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
Now, there's a special edition, full color book that I want to collect the series with. So I'm rereading it with that. They just announced an anime that I'm really into is finally getting finished. Bleach. So I'm gonna go back and I want to reread that.
You'd appreciate this. You'd appreciate this. Now
that's what I'm saying.
Don't know,
so
hold on.
now I want to add on that.
I want to say that you'll appreciate. I have something that I just thought of with you saying that. How do you pronounce it? Manga? Right?
It depends.
All right, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're not going to get a conversation about that.
manga.
Whatever. So you read that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Nintendo has reached a deal with... I can't remember what the thing is. We talked about it on the last one. Kyle talked about it. They reached a deal to bring over... I forget what he said. It was in the thousands of issues to the Switch for a $6. It's like $6 a month, and you can read any issue on the Switch.
Is it Shonen Jump, Viz Media?
I don't remember, but he was saying that there's some big time players coming to the Switch.
That's
big
pretty
time
cool.
Players.
That's pretty cool.
Something.
I'm into it.
But I know you'd enjoy this because you own the Switch, and now you can. I think it's $6 or $7 a month. Like obviously, it's going to be a subscription. That's not bad. But
yeah. Like I'm already subscribed to Crunchyroll and the Shonen Jump for the phone, and that's where
I will say
I read my stuff.
There's two things here. You can either go look it up and find out the stuff, or you can listen to our last podcast and find out the stuff because Kyle talked about it at the very end.
I'll probably end up doing both.
That's great. Another listener. Woohoo. We're up to 2. Thanks, Mom.
Stop it.
All
right.
So you had a question for me.
I do. I have a would you rather that I stumbled upon the other day.
Okay.
And I've been debating it with like a couple of people. So
hit me with it.
Check this out. Would you rather take a pitch from Roger Clemens right in the ribs?
Okay.
Get hit by Ray Lewis coming down the middle, or get punched in the face by Floyd Mayweather?
Oh, Roger Clemens. Easily.
You're insane.
Easily. I wouldn't, first of all.
You're insane.
Have you ever seen Dustin Keller get hit by Ray Lewis, and then the next play he caught the ball, went out of bounds on 4th down because he didn't know what was going on around him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mike Tyson.
I would not.
If I got hit by Mike Tyson, I would be out cold.
Not Mike Tyson.
Until maybe,
not Mike Tyson. Floyd.
Oh, Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
Sorry.
Yes.
I listened to that completely
it's
wrong.
Okay.
I just jumped to Mike Tyson immediately because the other 2 were very hard hitters. Oh,
so terrifying.
Mind.
Yes.
Never mind. Take the other 2 out. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather, 100%.
I would rather get punched by Floyd Mayweather.
I'm not.
I would 100%.
100%. Sorry, I had the. If it was Mike Tyson, then Roger Clemens is the easy answer.
No.
Easy answer. I wouldn't want to get punched by Mike Tyson today.
No.
Yeah,
like my dad's trying to.
Floyd, 100%.
My dad says he'd rather get hit by Ray Lewis.
All right,
I think he's insane.
That's the only one that I can never see somebody saying. Is Ray Lewis.
Yeah, that's absolutely
Just pull up the
insane.
video of Dustin Keller getting hit, and then the next play, he on 4th down goes out of bounds because he didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, scared. Listen, the way I broke it down.
No, it's not that he was scared.
I get hit.
He didn't know he was playing football.
That's even worse.
he had no idea what was happening.
What day is it? Like, that's terrifying. I would never want to be in that position.
What's
so
today?
The way I broke it down.
What's today? Zach's Day. That's not a thing. That's not a thing, Dustin. That's not a day.
If Ray Lewis hits me, I'm going to have CTE. like
Oh, you'll have
indefinitely.
Worse than that. It'll be worse than that.
100%. Padded up or not, I'm hurting.
Well, if you're not padded up, you're gonna be in a grave. You're not just
I'm
gonna
dead.
have CTE.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
gonna be
dead. Clemens
Plus,
hits me in the ribs. That's several broken ribs.
Yes, I will say yes.
Like,
so am I batting or am I just like clear
Nah,
path?
clear path.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you're
go ahead, peg
me.
me.
You're breaking your ribs.
That's broken ribs.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I would
take
I'm good.
Floyd. In the face or in the
In the face.
Yeah,
in the face.
I would take Floyd.
I'll take
100%.
Floyd. That's at worst a headache and a black eye.
Adding Floyd to that question makes it too easy. You should change
fair.
it to Mike Tyson, and then
That's fair.
Then it will get. Then it'll get.
Yeah,
you
that's a
should
tough choice. Oof.
Forget Roger Clemens. Would you rather get hit in the ribs by Aroldis Chapman or Nolan Ryan or the other two? No one should ever pick
Did
that.
they throw harder?
Aroldis Chapman throws 106.
I'm asking, genuinely asking.
He does 106. He threw the fastest pitch in baseball history. Actually,
that answers
Jordan Hicks broke that record. He threw 107.
That's
and the 107 mile an hour pitch was a sinker.
So imagine if he actually just wanted to throw straight gas. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Thank you.
You might need to change it a little bit. I have a question.
That's
for
fair.
you.
That's fair. Go ahead.
If you were a superhero, would you have a cape? Why or why not?
Crap. You know what?
I got another one too after this. Go ahead.
F it. I'd have a cape. Why? Because it's cool.
Okay.
What's up?
Second one. That's it? That's the only answer?
That's it, because it's cool.
Okay.
Fight me.
Oh, you don't be in the Incredibles. Oof.
Yeah.
He does not like those capes. No capes. That was terrible.
What's the second?
So the second one is, if you were a comic book character, would you rather be DC, Marvel, or independent?
I hate what Marvel has become. So not Marvel.
Say that again. It cut out right there.
No worries. I said I hate what Marvel has become with it being purchased by Disney. DC is just so dark and so heavy.
You're going to lose
all
everyone you love. And maybe more.
So I guess that it has to be independent.
Yeah, but independent can be dark too.
It's a crapshoot. Yeah. It's an absolute crapshoot.
It could be butterflies and rainbows or knives in your intestine.
But I'll take my chances with that. I'll take my chances. Yeah.
I think you need to elaborate on you hate what Marvel's become. You don't like how they're so marketed, or you don't like how the movies and stuff have become?
Both.
Both?
Both.
Which movies don't you like of Marvel? Or is it honestly, a long list? Or are we gonna go?
I'm gonna have to look on the list, and this is gonna be a lot longer.
I'll just name some. You tell me if you like them or not. How about that?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna name one that I know you liked. Ragnarok. Right? You like?
I see, and I liked Ragnarok, but it wasn't a Thor movie to me. It was a buddy cop movie.
Yeah, it really was.
You know what? So,
but
it wasn't about Thor or Hulk or Valkyrie. Like, yeah, they're in it, but it could have been any other two characters, and it would have been funny and good.
I hate to break the news to you, but that's all movies. Just about. They're all
fair.
They just have they take a old plot line and they just throw two characters in. Like,
yeah, and
the Emoji Movie. I know it's a movie nobody likes anyway, but what's another one? Zootopia. Let's do Zootopia because I thought.
I loved Zootopia.
I love Zootopia too, but no, sorry. Zootopia is not the movie I'm thinking of. I love Zootopia too. I was trying to think of one that we like that I can say a certain sentence about, but it's not Zootopia I'm thinking of. It's another one with animals though. And
what's the sentence?
Well, I'm gonna go with a different one. I'll go with Sing.
Okay.
I'll go with Sing instead because Sing you could say the same thing. I've never seen Sing. All right, I've seen parts of it. I've never seen it all the way through. But why do they have to be animals in Sing?
I think it makes it easier to market.
Exactly. So they just took a premise.
Yeah.
And they put animals in it so they can market it. So that's all.
Yeah.
That's
Look at
basically
Pets.
all movies. I guess I was gonna say Zootopia is kind of the same way, but they do have different features for animal. But it is almost the same thing. Like if you put humans into that, you can almost do the same thing.
Look at Pets. The movie Pets.
Oh, the
1 and 2.
Pets, yeah.
Yeah, like that is so clearly marketed for kids.
Yeah, it really is.
And
that's why Louis C.K. got fired.
Yeah. There's no attempt. There is no attempt to try and put some kind of meaning or morality or anything. It's about animals and friends. Done. And you know, like, sure, yeah, I get it. There are movies for that, and I'm not knocking, you know, movies with that intention. I just simply mean that there's not much depth to them.
Before we wrap up, I have a great one for you. Okay, I was laughing so hard at this because it's so dumb. All right, so you know the Trolls movie, right? How they just had the new movie come out. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Trolls movies, I've never seen them, but I can't imagine they're that great. They might be all right. I don't know. First of all, they have Anna Kendrick. I like her, and I think it's Justin Timberlake. I like him.
Yeah.
But so they have different in the World Tour one. They go and they visit different places, and it's like a hip hop one and like a metal one.
Yeah, each troll is a different genre.
Yes, each troll is a different genre. So the metal one is the king of thrash is Ozzy, right?
Wow. Okay.
And there's other ones like I'm not gonna name them all, but there's the king or queen of a place is someone that actually like represent like an actual musician that represents that genre, and it's like that's a cool thing. The king of hip hop, and this is a movie that has Anderson .Paak in it. It has a rapper in it. The king of hip hop is Kenan Thompson. Why? Why is it Kenan Thompson?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Why? Why? You have first of all, you have a rapper in the movie. Second, you have two rappers. All right, you can get a rapper to do this. You got Ozzy to do it. You can get a rapper to do it.
Maybe they ran out of budget.
No, not a movie like this.
I don't know.
All right, so this movie has Anderson .Paak in it. Kelly Clarkson's in it. James Corden's in it. Justin Timberlake, Anna Kendrick. Mary J. Blige is in it.
My God.
There's rappers. There's a bunch of rappers in this. I wouldn't have been mad if you took some rinky-dink rapper and called him the king of hip-hop of the Trolls movie. I don't care. I really don't.
Yeah. But why him?
But why Kenan Thompson? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I do know Charlene Yee was in it. You probably don't know who that is, but if you go...
Nope.
I'll tell you right now, go to any of the 2010 cartoons that you may like, and I guarantee you she has a part in it somewhere. She is in everything. She's in everything. Hold on, I could pull up right now, and I could just tell you some stuff. See, Kyle and I would know her from Steven Universe. She's Ruby in Steven Universe. She's also in We Bare Bears as Chloe. I don't know if you've seen that one. She's a pretty main character in that. Obviously, I just told you she's in the Trolls one. She's also in that summer camp, what's it called? Summer Camp Island that's now on Cartoon Network. She was in... Hold on, I'm trying to scroll and find some... Because I'm not kidding. She's in everything. She was in Semi-Pro. She was in Knocked Up. She was in 30 Rock.
Wow.
Yeah, she's in everything. Everything.
Just
but she's
that
never
right there
she's never a key
prolific.
person. The two that I can think of that she was a key person were Steven Universe and We Bare Bears. Other than that, she's like a background character or a side character or something like that. She's in everything.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that one. Come back next week.
Yeah, I guess so. But we're gonna wrap it up there. I think we got some good points and stuff like that across.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. Everything Sketching Up can be found at sketchingup.com. You can find places to listen. You can see videos we've done. Our social media is all there. Everything's there. You can follow us on social media. It's at Sketching Up Podcast on Instagram, at sketching_up on Twitter, and facebook.com/sketchingup. But if you don't want to look and you don't want to search any of that, go to sketchingup.com and it's all right there. You can also drop us a line if you want to, talk about something, mention something to us, tell us that we suck, whatever you want to do, you can do it there. Sketchingup.com, right at the bottom of that website. We're very excited to have the website because it sucks putting different links out all the time because some Apple people use this, use this, so it's great to have that. Speaking of places to listen, there's one universal place that we just got picked up by, iHeartRadio. We are now on iHeartRadio. I know we made a big deal about it last week. I'm going to make a big deal again because it is a pretty big deal. So we're on iHeartRadio now. No matter what you listen on, you can get iHeartRadio. So you can go listen to us on that now. We will be up on that. I did notice that the iHeartRadio takes a little longer to publish because it has to go through a screening. So if you want to listen right away, you might have to go somewhere else. But we are on iHeartRadio now. And Brandon, you got anything you wanna say? Want to plug anything like that?
I think you pretty much nailed it. Just thank you everybody for listening. Be safe, be smart out there. We're in crazy times.
Yes.
And we'll see you back around next week.
Yep, we'll see you next week or maybe later this week. Depends on if we want to do this again. We could do 12 of these if we really wanted to. If people come and listen. So guys, thank you for joining us. And be safe and thank you again.